All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the stable. Now, I haven't baited you here with the title. This is generally something I haven't been able to get out of my head for like the last 2 days of doing this trade. But I think it brings on a bigger conversation that, like, I think everyone's trying to figure out this ruck situation and, like, how much of an impact are these rules going to make, and on specific rucks. Now, XERRI to Tom De Koning is seems drastic, right? What I see a lot of people doing to protect themselves is XERRI to Luke Jackson. Luke Jackson's 6'11", still high, but if we dive deeper into the rule changes, it looks like it's going to benefit athletic rucks, and Jackson is one of those at the tippity top. But so is Tom De Koning. If you want to talk athletic rucks, Tom De Koning is right there. And St Kilda haven't spent all this money and brought him over to be a second ruck and a forward. They just haven't. I can't buy that he's going to be playing second fiddle to Marshall. They wouldn't have spent the money and they wouldn't have brought him over. And I think Lyon's been quite vocal. He wants TDK to be your number one ruck. He wants Marshall to be forward. So we're just going to put this on the screen here while we have a chat. Because I'm serious right now. I'm 5'24". I thought he was 5'11", but 5'24". So that's one layer of it, is the Tom De Koning. Is he going to be first ruck? Is he going to be splitting it? Look, Marshall's probably going to do some ruck, but I think they're going to be putting all their chips on TDK. Otherwise, they want to spend the money. So I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think he's going to get plenty of it. And again, the rules benefit TDK. He is mobile. He'll be able to outrun most rucks. And I'm sure we all know about the rules about how last touch out now in between the arcs is isn't throw in, pardon me. So it'll be last touch goes to the other team. So if you touch the last, the other team gets a kick in from the wings. And, like, let's not get started on how many more disposals wingers might get, but that's a whole nother situation. So let's say 20% of ruck contests, just 20% of ruck contests are throw-ins between the arcs. People will just look at, well, it'll be 20% less hit-outs. There's no issue here. Like, what are we talking about? It's not the case at all. It'll be 20% less tackles, 20% less disposals, 20% less hit-outs in all those scrimmages. And who is the best in the league at these scrimmages? It's XERRI. And we're going to be taking away, say, roughly 20% of his scrimmages. So I am getting cold feet on spending $680 on XERRI. Again, all the way down to Tom De Koning is drastic. I'm skipping over Jackson, going to TDK. Because let's not get twisted. TDK, if he's given the keys to the ruck, he's 120 plus when he gets the keys to the ruck and he's healthy. A smart man would just wait for pre-season and even opening round. I'm not sure if Saints play opening round or North Melbourne, but pre-season we'll see it. Pre-season you get Supercoach mock numbers, I'm sure anyway. So we'll see if rucks again impacted really badly. And we'll see which rucks. So XERRI's one I can't get in my head that will get impacted badly from the rule changes, but he's so good. I think he will still be one of the highest scoring rucks. Just will rucks be scoring like they did? Is $680 too much money? As you can see, my second ruck, I've gone down to Draper. It was originally Sweet. So TDK and Draper reads as a very weak ruck line. Obviously, I'll be able to have a bit of strength elsewhere. But yeah, honestly, I feel like I've been going crazy. pondering this, especially because last year Sherry won me the grand final in our league with his 180. But yeah, these rule changes, and let's not get twisted about the actual centre bounce rule change as well. It's not wrestling; they have to run and jump. They cannot stand next to each other on the line. They have to be somewhat central and go and jump tap. That isn't Sherry's game. Sherry is a brute wrestler. And he's the best at it by a mile. Tom De Koning's a jumper. And Tom De Koning will out-jump most people. I don't know, man. I'm like I said, right now I'm putting him in, and it's not even a ruse. It could change because there's changes happening. Like, there's already heaps of changes here from last week. I'll do an update video again next week on all the changes. I've got them noted. But this is going in at the moment as one of my changes. I don't know, man. Let me know what you think. I'm not alone because he's 5% owned. That surprised me. I thought TDK would be 0%. 1 maybe. He's 5% owned. So there's a few people thinking at 524, it's not, and here's the other attribute to this. At 524, like, even if Tom De Koning isn't having a great year, he'll lose at most 80k maybe. Rucks that are getting rucks, they just won't go under 450. The decent ones, they just won't. If this really impacts rucks, Sherry will lose like 180. And there could be valleys in the season where he hits 500 if it ends up being like that. I think it happened. I think Sherry got all the way down to 520 at one round, like round 12 or something last year, and everyone could jump on. Same with Gorn. I think Gorn got down to 510. So you can hope to catch the big rucks coming down if you get the mid-range rucks or low ones that go up. But that is dangerous game. Like I said, a sensible man, even if they're thinking like this, thinking this is an opportunity, we'll just wait for pre-season. And even though I'm making the change, I will be watching pre-season. We're going to get so many answers about this ruck rule. I feel like a lot of us are just playing guessing games right now, which is fair, but it is getting interesting. While we're quickly, let's just have a look at the ruck ownership of all the rucks. Let me do that. Get rid of this. Oh, I'm gonna have to trade some. Oh well, I'll just say I'm trading Reedy for now. Let's go ruck owned. So Reedy's number one. I'll be honest. Quick side note on this. I haven't done any research in Reedy. Just everyone has him. I don't see how he plays. I think Pitney will just play unless they're going to play the two. But yeah, I haven't done any research. But if she's 66% owned, there must be a bit of heat about him. I'll have to look into it. Kalani White, I have heard a little bit, but I think people are just looking to loop him, I believe. So yeah, Sherry's second behind Reed with 56%. Actually, Draper's 30%. Oh, that shocks me. Right. And then Tom De Koning's 10th. Maybe more people are thinking this way. I just haven't heard anyone say it out loud. But maybe more people are thinking this way. Like I said, a lot of people are doing the sensible, what seems to be sensible, down to Luke Jackson, even Tim English. I would push back a little bit on Tim English being an athletic ruck. He's not a wrestler, but he's not a TDK. He's not a Luke Jackson. He's somewhere in between. Another massive name we probably didn't touch on, but the ruck rules might benefit Max Gawn if he doesn't drop off with his age. He's not going to have a crazy jump on him, but he's just so lanky and he can run the ground. Like I said, if he doesn't drop off with just getting older, He can run the ground more than others. But yeah, so man, that Draper's rocked me. That's rocked me. Luke Jackson is 6th right after Max. Max Gawn's 5th. So a few people are expecting a bit of a drop off. This Cooper Duff Titler at 7th, 17%. I'm gonna have to look into that because he's 190. He's not basement and he's 7th. So that tells me a lot of people again mail that he's going to be playing number 1 ruck for West Coast. If that's the case, oh man, you'd have to have a look at it if he's number 1 ruck. But I've never heard of him before. I don't even know his stature. I don't know if he's a wrestler, jumper, athletic, ruckman. I'm not sure the type, so we'll have to look into that. But that is, yeah, Tom DeCone ran out the top 10. You can see a lot of the wrestlers down here. Lloyd Meek, massive wrestler, not getting picked much. Jared Witts, massive wrestler, not getting picked much. Thought Darcy Cameron would be a bit higher, but anyway. So yeah, that's just a quick touch on the ruck rules. I feel like it's worth a chat at the moment. Worth a chat. I think we're 1.5 weeks away from pre-season, the first scratch matches. I'm sure there's been scratch matches behind doors. Maybe not already. Maybe this weekend there's behind door scratch matches, but we're probably not going to see them. We're definitely not going to get data on rucks. But yeah, let me know if you think that is silly. Tom DeCone in for Sherry right now. I've made the move. I see the countdown up there. We're 48 days from lockout. So if he makes it to the start of the season, that'll be impressive. But right now, I'm about it. And before we go, I cannot believe it. You can see Parrish has made it a second week in my team. Like I said, I'll do another update because there's a lot of trades I've already made to my team last week. So I'll do that for next week. But Parrish is survived still. Anyway, peace.